Red Gecko, and welcome back to another video discussing the new update. I made 3 in a row today, but this is another video that you need to post to Mojang or 4J Studios quick, guys, because this is the most OP boss in the history of Minecraft bosses. And also, I forgot to tell you that the King Great White's crown is supposed to give you half a heart more than you have. The Devil on his chest plate will give you 2 hearts, and the leggings and the boots will give you 1 heart. So you'll have extra health for this. The next boss that I was talking about with the portal frames and the eyes and stuff is the Queen Great White. That's right, guys. It is going to not be the King Great White, but the Queen. The Queen Great White is completely black, has some purple areas, and has bright, glowing purple eyes. She has spikes all over her body, making it so that if you hurt her, she has thorns. Her attacks are 4 times as strong as the King Great White's attacks. She has the same animation, same attacks, looks like a normal shark, just has some spikes and some color changes, but her attacks are 4 times as strong as the King Great White. She does summon in sharks, but she summoned in Royal Guard sharks. Royal Guard sharks are basically black sharks with glowing purple eyes. And they are twice as strong as a normal shark. And they are untamable, so you have to kill her Royal Guards. She doesn't need flying Royal Guards because her whole dimension is flooded with water. So yeah, that are her minions that she's summoned. She has the same attacks. The only bad thing is you can't see her because it's basically like water with it's basically like being trapped in a tank of water with no glass and there's just a roof over you. So it's pitch black, all you can see are her eyes. And her hitbox is her eyes. So you have to hit her glowing eyes, and her bleed out lasts for 30 seconds. It's lethal. Some players couldn't even survive that bleed out. In fact, pretty much the only way to take her down is in creative. And once you bring her down, she will give you so much XP. In fact, what also happens is a portal on the ground opens up, but the whole area starts draining. The whole dimension drains. And then, all of a sudden, the ceiling all of a sudden, actually no, the ceiling doesn't do anything. All of a sudden, then it all just lights up and you can see perfectly fine. And you get so much XP that you reach the max level and you unlock some kind of secret and blah blah blah. And then, with that secret, you unlock a ton of cool stuff, which they need to add max levels to the game. They need to add a secret that the max level will give you. And blah blah blah. So, the Queen Great White will give you so much XP that basically, what her dimension turns into is a dimension of unlimited XP. When you collect XP, more just rains down from the sky. So basically, when you defeat her, when you leave the portal, it's like I show you this in the secret that nobody knows. When you leave the end, it says they'll add this. Wake up. This is not the end, though. This used to be the end, but now it is not. It is just a new beginning. Wake up back into the dream of a game. Wake up. What I want them to add is it's saying this is not the end. It's what it's called, but it is only a new beginning. So basically, the end is just the beginning. Because you're going to need to have killed the Ender Dragon to have enough experience with Minecraft to be able to take down the King Great White. Because what I think is that when you kill the Ender Dragon, when you leave the portal, it says, congratulations, you've unlocked the Titanic Monument. So the only way to get the Prince Great White is to kill the Ender Dragon. So basically killing the Ender Dragon is just a new beginning. A beginning of a new story. Then you eventually reach the Queen Great White. Her bite, the King Great White's bite, already does, if you have no armor, 15 damage. The Queen's Great White, if you have no armor, it does, let's say, well, it does 4 times as much damage. So it does, I don't remember, 60 damage with no armor. That's an insta-kill with no armor. So you're gonna need some good sets if you're gonna be able to bring her down. Her royal guards are twice as strong as a normal shark, so they're gonna be a pain in the butt to fight. And she'll just summon in so many of them. But remember that once you defeat her, you have unlimited XP. You basically completed the game. In fact, it even gives you another achievement. It allows you to stay in creative forever in that world. It literally you can choose if you want to stay in creative forever or be able to switch to survival still. And then what it'll do is it'll give you some new things in host privileges. It will give you an invincibility option. It will give you an option if, well, you would, hold on, let me think. If you would like to have any, it allows you to do that cheat thing that you can do on the computer. When you allow cheats, you can type in stuff in your inventory and try to find stuff. It'll allow that to happen. And basically, it will allow you to fight everything you want. And actually, pay attention to this. That video that I did a long time ago about the Godzilla and the Bedrock set, I think I now know how to piece that in. So yeah, watch that video with Godzilla and the Bedrock set. One thing I think it's called one thing I think they should add in the next update. I did that a long time ago. I think I did that like back in the fall of 2017. Around the summer of 2017. Gee, that was about a year ago. But yeah, it talks about how they had Godzilla, the strongest boss ever, how they'd had the Bedrock set, how they'd had the reinforced diamond pickaxe, which could break Bedrock, the obsidian stick, and guess what? I know how to piece that in. Once you kill the Queen Great White, you're able to craft all those things. Those show up in your crafting tables. You get to upgrade. It's like basically all your crafting tables get upgraded into chaos. Royal crafting tables. Yes, royal crafting tables. And they can craft the Bedrock set, the obsidian sticks, the reinforced diamond pickaxe, all that amazing stuff. It will allow you to craft all that. It will allow and it will, and when you leave the Queen's dimension, it will say, the universe will talk to you again, and it will say, congratulations, you have reached a very high level. Now you will be able to meet us. But beware, in our home, there is a great beast. Even we fear it. Wait, no, that's not what it's gonna say. It's gonna say, hello, the player has reached a higher level now. Do not talk to it. It can see us now. It can go to a new dungeon for advice. So basically, you'll put a dungeon somewhere in your world by the first beacon that you had ever built. When you build a beacon, actually, if you never built a beacon, you're gonna have to fight the wither and build a beacon. And then once you do, that beacon its beam will shoot up. Then the beam will get bigger, glow brightly, and then a dungeon will appear floating in the sky. If you get to that dungeon, then you will actually be able to see the universe there. The things that are talking to you when you leave the end. It will say, you can see us now in a dungeon. But beware, for since you have defeated this beast, a new beast has awoken. The only way to stop it is to destroy it. But the only way to find it, well, that's a whole nother story. And basically, and then you'll just go ... wake up. Back into the dream again. ... wake up. And then, all of a sudden, it'll play a little cutscene, and at your beacon, the dungeon will appear. At the building limits. At the top of the beacon. And then, you'll be able to talk to the universe, and they will tell you about Zilla over here. They'll be like, there is a creature that has awoken. The only way to draw it is something that you will definitely need. You will need to gather a bunch of fish and build a mound that's at least a 9x9 cube of block of fish. So basically, you'll be able to make a block of fish with a crafting table. How you make a normal block, like a block of iron and stuff, you'd be able to use that to make a block of fish. You have to build at least a 9x9 cube of it. Then all of a sudden, your screen will start shaking. Then, if you turn around, all of a sudden, if you build that cube, there will... Actually, no, here's what happens. When you build that cube, all of a sudden a bunch of little trapdoors, aka sewer panels, will show up. What you will have to do then is you have to lift up the sewer panels within a certain amount of time. Otherwise, the whole thing of fish will go away and you would have wasted that much fish. So then, in fact, in the middle of the cube you need to put a block of salmon, which is going to be even harder because you're going to need 9x9 of salmon. So, put one block of salmon in the middle of the cube, open up all the sewer doors, and once you've got that, then you'll hear a sniffing noise. Then the ground will start shaking, it'll crack open, and a huge boss, aka 1998 Godzilla over here, aka Please Make It Less Fat, will appear from the ground, creating a huge gap. It'll roar, and then you'll have to be ready for the fight of your life. You're gonna need the bedrock set to bring this guy down. And because if you watch the video, I'm just gonna re-explain this. You don't even need to watch this video. You don't even need to watch the other video. Just send this one. The bedrock set is unbreakable, and the one that's better than Diamond. It's better than the Devil Llama set. And then you have to have that to be able to bring down this guy. Because his only two hitboxes will be A, his crotch, B, his tail, C, his neck, and D, his whole, C is his neck and head area, because that would be the most crucial place of anything. So if he gets hit around there, that deals 5 times as much damage as it normally would, and he has really high defense. Like, let's say, a bedrock sword, it in real life would deal 10 damage as good as a sharpness. Actually, no, it would be better than the devil. Yeah, it would deal 10 damage as good as a sharpness 5 diamond sword. It would only deal 5 damage on Zilla. But if you hit him in the head, the eye, the neck, or anywhere around the head, it will deal 50 damage here's his amount of health, the 10,000 health beast. So the Queen Great White, the Wither has like 300 health, the End Dragon 250, the King Great White 350, the Devil Llama 500, the Queen Great White 800, then Godzilla 10,000 health. And if you hit him in the head with a bedrock sword, it'll deal 50. So it'll take a long time to kill him. He'll be able to shoot this atomic breath. He'll have trample damage, which is an insta-kill move. He'll have a tail slap. He'll be able to pick you up. He'll be able to claw you. He'll be able to pick you up and slam you down. He'll be able to bite you. You'll have all those attacks. He'll have basically all those attacks. And of course, he'll lay eggs, which will hatch little baby Zillas, which are basically going to be brown, larger, have rounder heads, bigger, rounder eyes, and that's all. They'd be smaller, more upright, a bit more tan, larger, rounder, cuter eyes. In fact, if you kill him, you actually get a stack of spawn eggs for them, and you can tame them, because when you literally place down the egg. So when you place down the spawn egg, it literally is an egg stuck there. So what you got to do is you have to stay with the baby. When it hatches, you have to stay with the baby, give it food, feed it. And eventually, once it gets to at least, well, it spawns out a bit bigger. It spawns at least the size of a wither skeleton. But once it at least gets to the size of the King Great White, once you stay around for at least 3 days, it'll be tamed. And when it gets tamed, it earns the atomic breath ability. And then eventually, if you feed it blocks of fish, if you feed a block of fish every once in a while, it's like feeding a baby horse, except that it'll instantly grow it to a different size. Like, you can grow it to a juvenile, instantly. Basically, the full-blown Zilla is about 50 blocks tall. When you feed it to a juvenile, when you feed a baby to a juvenile, it's at least 10. When it's a sub-adult, it gets to 25 blocks tall, and then when it gets to adult, it gets to 50 blocks tall. And once it reaches 25 blocks tall, that's when you get to attach a saddle. When it reaches 50 blocks tall, you get to attach on armor. Imagine riding a 50 block tall animal around, and actually being able to attack with it, shoot atomic breath, hold attack, and it'll charge up its atomic breath and then release it and keep tapping, and it'll just keep shooting it and just aim the little plus on your screen to aim the attack. Hit R2, like when you're on it. Hit R2 to bite. Double hit R2 to claw, and triple hit R2 to stomp. Then, if you hold L2, you'd be able to go underground, dig a huge tunnel. It would just be so cool to have this guy. So yeah, that's two things I'm explaining. Hopefully, after the aquatic update, they'll be able to add this. So please, the 3 videos I have made today, please send them to Mojang or 4J Studios, and then 4J Studios will talk to Mojang and blah blah blah. If you liked my ideas, leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully they add this to Minecraft. I'll see you all later. This is the end of my update suggestions for this update. Bye! Oh, and they should also add like a king crab mini boss. Actually, the video's not over yet. They should have like a king crab mini boss, like, well, they should have like crab mobs that actually like to attack you. Then they should add a king crab boss which can go in the water and on land. It's basically a large crab with a crown and stuff. And then when you defeat it, you get Scepter, and that's how you tame crabs. And then that would basically just be it. And it would just spawn around beaches. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Hold on. Well, I'm the Great Gecko. This has been another awesome video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all later. Bye! That's right, that's how I'm going to end the video from now on. I'm just going to do sort of like the thing on the bottom of the video. That's supposed to be the entrance of the video that you can read at the beginning of the video. See you all later. Bye!